The following video is intended for mature audiences. It contains horror elements, adult themes, and language that might not be suitable for younger viewers. Welcome to the Southern Underworld, your place for original horror, sci-fi, and thriller content where the stories are always written with heart. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. We'd love to know in what part of the world you are watching and what is your favorite horror movie of all time. Thank you for watching and enjoy the video. Horror is at its most terrifying when it forces us to confront the darkness within human nature. Would You Rather, directed by David Guy Levy, isn't a conventional horror film reliant on supernatural elements or relentless jump scares. Instead, it offers something far more insidious, an examination of desperation, cruelty, and moral compromise wrapped in a deceptively simple game. The film wastes no time establishing its emotional core. Iris, played by Brittany Snow, is a young woman carrying the heavy burden of caring for her terminally ill brother. She is struggling, financially and emotionally, with no clear path forward. When she is presented with a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to attend a dinner party hosted by the wealthy Shepard Lambrick, it seems like a potential solution to her problems. But, as the film quickly reveals, nothing in Lambrick's world comes without a steep, horrifying price. Iris is a sympathetic protagonist. Her struggle to keep her life together while sacrificing everything for her brother is both admirable and heartbreaking. As a caregiver myself, this deeply resonated with me. The film does an excellent job of ensuring that we are fully invested in her plight before the horror even begins. When she sits across from Shepard Lambrick, agreeing to participate in a seemingly harmless game for the chance to win financial security, we already know that she has no real choice. Her love for her brother has backed her into a corner, and she is willing to endure whatever it takes to provide for him. But Would You Rather is not kind to its characters, and Iris is no exception. As the night progresses and the game becomes a brutal exercise in cruelty, her resilience is tested in ways that push her to the edge of her own morality. What makes Iris a compelling protagonist is that she doesn't possess superhuman bravery or sudden, out-of-character ruthlessness. She is simply a woman caught in a nightmare, forced to make impossible choices with no guarantee of survival. Every decision she makes carries weight, and by the film's shocking final moments, it's clear that she will never be the same. If Iris is the heart of Would You Rather, then Shepard Lambrick is its blackened soul. Played with chilling charisma by Jeffrey Combs, Lambrick is not a conventional horror villain. There is no mask or overt brutality in his actions. Instead, he is something far more terrifying, a man so detached from empathy that he treats human suffering as mere entertainment. Lambrick's power doesn't come from physical dominance, but from his wealth and influence. He is entitled, opportunistic, and completely devoid of conscience. His version of generosity is a twisted perversion of philanthropy, offering people in desperate situations a lifeline only to force them into an inescapable nightmare. He hides behind the guise of good intentions, but his motives are purely sadistic. What makes him so unnerving is that he never once considers himself a villain. In his mind, he is merely providing an opportunity, and those who suffer do so by their own choices. Jeffrey Combs' performance is electrifying in its restraint. He doesn't play Lambrick as a raving lunatic, but rather as a man completely at ease with his own evil. He delivers every line with a smug arrogance, knowing that no one in the room can oppose him. He is the puppet master, watching with amusement as his guests slowly unravel. His presence alone instills dread, because every time he speaks, it becomes clear that things will only get worse. What sets Would You Rather apart from other horror films is its simplicity. There are no elaborate backstories, no convoluted mythologies, just a room full of people forced to make impossible choices. The horror comes not from external monsters, but from the very real, very human capacity for cruelty when survival is at stake. Unlike many other films in the psychological horror genre, Would You Rather doesn't offer easy answers or clear moral victories. It presents a stark, unflinching look at desperation and power dynamics, showing how easily the line between victim and perpetrator can blur. Some characters rise to the challenge with resilience, while others descend into savagery. The tension is relentless, and the film's pacing ensures that there is never a moment of true relief. Every choice comes with consequences, and by the end, there is no true winner. At its core, Would You Rather is about power. Shepard Lambrick has all the control, and everyone else is reduced to mere playthings for his amusement. The game forces participants to strip away their morals, revealing who they truly are beneath their desperate facades. It explores the idea that, under the right or wrong circumstances, anyone is capable of monstrous acts. What makes this film truly horrifying is not just the violence, but the emotional and psychological torment. The choices presented are designed to break people, not just physically, but mentally. The dread comes not from what's happening in the moment, but from knowing that things will only escalate. The film expertly plays with tension, ensuring that even when a round ends, there is no relief, only the certainty that something worse is coming. Without revealing any spoilers, it must be said that the ending of Would You Rather is one of its most haunting aspects. It does not offer a cathartic resolution or an easy way out. Instead, it delivers a final gut punch that lingers long after the credits roll. Just when you think you've processed the horror, the film delivers one last, devastating twist that cements its place as an unforgettable entry in the genre. Would You Rather is not for the faint of heart. It is brutal, unrelenting, and psychologically distressing. However, for those who appreciate horror that digs into the human psyche rather than relying on cheap thrills, this film is an absolute must-watch. Brittany Snow delivers a deeply sympathetic performance as Iris, making every moment of her suffering feel personal. Jeffrey Combs creates one of the most unsettling villains in modern horror with Shepard Lambrick, a man who is terrifying not because he wields supernatural power, but because he is all too real. The film's unflinching look at desperation, morality, and power makes it an unforgettable experience. It is a film that leaves you questioning just how far you would go to survive, and whether in the end, survival is worth the cost. Would You Rather is a psychological thriller slasher horror that is 1 hour and 33 minutes and is not rated. The Southern Underworld gives it 4 bloody knives. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Thank you for watching.